What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, it's Friday, so it's not my day, it's your day. And Jur, he's in the No. Jur is yet again tricking us. He's in the reef. Make sure you don't go to the tower and run around because you will be running all over the place and looking for absolutely nothing. So what I need to do is just pick up my sigil and these Varric's House of Judgment bounties because I have to jump into the challenge of elders and do that, so might as well just pick it up while I'm over here. And Jur, he is in his one and only spot that he can hide in the reef. I still find it really weird that Bungie ends up putting him here every once in a while. I think all it is to troll everybody that's in the tower and everybody that still does Jur Day. As far as Jur, there was nobody standing around, and probably for good reason. So we're going to do some grading of Jur, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Starting off on the Titan, we have the Crest of Alpha Lupi. To actually own this chest piece, chances are if you've opened up any legendary chest engram or exotic chest engram, you've got one, two, a few hundred of these. Back before the April update, this thing actually had a nice place in Trials of Osiris. You used to be able to run through one of your teammates, revive them before you got to the other end of their orb, boom, they were up, boom, you had the advantage back. But then the April update nerfed revives, which in turn nerfed these, so I can't really recommend these for much of anything. They are definitely getting a D. I guess you could wear one in the Challenge of Elders this week to generate that extra orb, but honestly, we had so many orbs that we were generating already that it's really not necessary. So thanks to nerfs, we have the unintended casualty of something becoming pretty much useless. As far as the Hunter, we've got something really nice. I love the young Omkar's spine. It's really nice for your gunslinging Hunter. In fact, that's really the only place that you would want to be using it. Back in year 1, these things weren't really that good, because all they got was the extended trip mine duration. In year 2 though, you get that extra duration plus an additional trip mine. These things stay out on the field for so long, you are absolutely going to be getting tons of kills with them, and tons of post-mortem kills, because in the heat of battle, people just run around. If they see you throwing out the mine, they'll try to shoot it, but in the heat of battle, people are going to run into it, and you're going to be killing all of those low health guardians. These get an A. They're definitely one of my favorite pieces of exotic gear to wear. If I'm on a Hunter, and I'm not on my Night Stalker, I'm putting this on and going Gunslinger all the way. Very fun. As far as the Warlock, we've got the Heart of Praxic Fire. And it's interesting because I know that I ended up grading the Heart of Praxic Fire, and I wasn't exactly sure what grade I gave it. I thought I might have given it a low grade before because I tend to think that this is kind of an overrated item. Now, whenever I went and looked back, I realized that I was giving it the exact same grade that I'm still going to be giving it. So back whenever year 1 was coming out, you were basically able to get one extra grenade. If you were just spamming your grenade throws, one extra grenade for this. And that's really not all that much and not that significant. You're not going to be just standing in place spamming out your grenades. You're going to be moving around and doing some other things. So you're not really going to notice the difference in this as opposed to just running the normal discipline build. So I'm giving these a B- because if you don't want to wear the RAM and you don't have Sunbreakers to throw out your solar grenades, this isn't terrible. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying that it's not as hype as people would want to make it out to be. The new increase in agility is nice. With the new changes to the amount of grenades that can be thrown out, you might get 2 extra grenades from this. Not a ton, but it's not terrible. As far as the weapon, we have the new Suros regime, and I definitely have mixed feelings on this. If you want the more consistent weapon, focus fire is probably your best bet. You'll basically be firing off like a faster scout rifle, but you're going to be significantly weaker than any scout rifle. So you'll still want to stay at distance, because if you're up close and personal, something like the Doctrine is absolutely going to melt you. Spinning up is maybe a little bit better, especially for PvE and PvP, but the problem is you need to get to that spinning up perk. Whenever you get to spinning up perk, you're going to melt through absolutely everything. But if you're not at the spinning up perk, you're going to be shooting off at that slower rate of fire, and you're going to get torn up by a Doctrine. And that's kind of where the problem lies. The problem lies that you have to do a lot of pre-firing with this gun. If you have spinning up active and the Suros special perk where you're pretty much getting glass half full, then you're in really good shape. But that's just not the case all the time, and because of that, I find that this weapon is really inconsistent. I find that you really want to be at spinning up and firing off that glass half full type of damage, but you just can't be there all the time. For that reason, I'm giving this thing a C. I really think that the Suros has some identity crisis, some problems here. It's basically not as good as some of the other archetypes that are around for auto rifles. Everybody loves the fast rate of fire auto rifles, and they're better up close, and something like the Mida is going to crush you at range. So you're really in a difficult spot here with the Suros, regardless of what you pick, and for that reason, I can't really give it much more than an average grade, so C is where we're going to sit at for the Suros. Also, finally, we have some legacy engrams for primary weapons. Remember, these are only going to give you year 1 weapons, but if you need something like the last word or the universal remote that you want to get in year 2, you can buy this, hope to get it in year 1, and then go buy the year 2 version from the blueprint vendor. That's an option. It's not a great option, but it is a potential option. I'm going to purchase my 3 of coins, of course. Now, tell me this. Have any of you found that you've been having any trouble with your 3 of coins? I popped 1 3 of coins before the final boss battle in the Challenge of Elders, and I can't tell you the last time I actually got an engram to drop. To me, I just cannot get them to work in my favor. Either that or I am on a really, really unlucky streak. Also, it looks like we're actually maxed out. I guess you can only hold 200 3 of coins at a time. That's just my guess by the fact that I couldn't purchase 5 more without needing another inventory space. So, looks like we learned something brand new for sure today. Or at least I did. You guys might have already known that. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your sure, and I'll see you around in Destiny. No vacancy at the end.